Hey everybody, so welcome to the garden. This is our family garden and I'm here in zone 8A. This is our garden behind our home and truly this has been an adventure. We garden as a family, my daughter and my husband, we work together. We just had some 48 hours of non-stop rain. You can see the patches behind me where my beds need to be reorganized and have the mulch recentered. But right now, I can see my daughter coming to join us. We don't need a water tonight, which is a relief. But I thought we'd go ahead and look around the garden and see if there's anything growing that needs harvesting or see where we are. I just saw a red bird behind us. Come along. Let's see how much water we have. Yeah, look at this. See that pail of water? We definitely got some water. We'll hold on to that water for now. And I have a story about this bed. So do you see this plant, this pepper plant right here? It has been, it has been munched and munched and munched. Well, the saga of the pepper plant continues, but do you see these new leaves down here? They have not been munched. 2 days ago, I came out and guess what I found on my garden? Right down here was a hornworm. Big, ugly hornworm. And he was munching away at my plants. I finally figured out what has been happening. I've tried fertilizer, I've looked under leaves. You know, I keep looking. Here's my green beans I just planted the other day. They're looking good. And I couldn't find anything. So I knew it was coming out at night. And it was gonna either be him or the peppers. And let me tell you, that hornworm did not survive. And I didn't hesitate, but I can't believe I did this. I had my scissors, my pruning shears, cupped them right in half, chopped them, gone. I left them there. I know it sounds so like I'm listening to a James Patterson novel or something here. But anyway, so I left him there. Right down in there is where I left him, and he's not there. So after 2 days of rain, you can see where the branch was that I cut him off and left him to be. But I think something has come and ate him, which is fine. I don't, look at how that's curled up, bless. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Anyway, so the hornworm is gone. They better not mess with me. You see my green beans? Graceland said that when she found out what had happened, she said I went all ninja on them. That I chopped them right in half, hee-yah. And she even did like a chop movement with her hand. So, I guess I found out that I'm a lot stronger than I think. And that is beautiful. But I had no idea I was gonna chop that hornworm in half. But it did. And if you ever want to know, it's green juice, y'all. That's what you end up with. Very morbid. Let's look down here at these. Oh, something's trying to eat them. But there's my pumpkins that I planted. And here's some more pumpkins. Is that where the other one is? I planted 2. Oh, here's another one. Those are going to be good. We're going to grow up these jack littles. And it is just, look. Right down in there, we're getting a new shoot. They say it's time to prune your zinnias. Not zinnias, your petunias. I don't know why I have such a hard time talking about petunias. But this little tomato, y'all, it's a pepper. This little pepper is an orange pepper. At least that's what the label said. It's a bell pepper, so we'll see what it does. And I got it at Walmart. And it was just not, it's never really been happy. But it looks better than it did. And the same with this eggplant. I got the eggplant at Walmart. I see a new leaf on it, so that gives me some hope. And over here, we need to deadhead some of these Shasta daisies. And we have some self-seeded zinnias popping up everywhere. Really, I should transplant them back into the bed. But everything's looking pretty healthy up in here. But this one just bloomed, so that's nice. Let's see if we have any more beans. Let's check out the beans that we planted in here. These were the Romas we planted, and they were 5-year-old seed. And nope, don't see anything growing. I'm as bad as everybody else digging in their garden. I don't see any seeds down in here. I wonder if they were eaten. Well, nothing's grown after 2 weeks. I guess it was safe to say it's time to plant something else in here. The water was definitely needed today. Just let the weeds grow. First cool day, I'll come in and I'll take them all out. But these Kentucky pole beans are growing. Look at that. They're doing their thing. That's beautiful, and they're growing. They're growing up. Let's get them hooked up. This cucumber has continued to grow, but I see an ant on there. I just don't think it's being pollinated. We had one good cucumber off of it, and it was a delicious cucumber. There we go. There's an ant on there. Maybe he's pollinating. Or might just be taking a nap. I just shook all over the place. You know what it was? A firefly. Fireflies are coming out. Do y'all have fireflies where you live? These tomatoes were delicious. And it looks like I have several. And despite what Graceland says, yes, I love them. And no, she doesn't like them. But she'll eat her tomatoes on tomato sauce. Look at those. She'll eat tomato sauce and be happy about it. This one has a hole in it. But just eating some. These haven't blushed out yet, but once they do, I'm planning on grabbing them. There's a lot of spider webs in here. Oop, it's time to harvest these. It's time to harvest these peas. Definitely, we have some. Time to harvest peas. I really like growing peas. I just wish I had more. It's getting to be dusk, so everything around here is starting to feel the effects. I might grow some. I don't know if this is a good bed for carrots or not, but do you see how this keeps getting lower and lower, the height? Well, we've got leaves coming off these bushes too. Dahlias. I bet there's some bugs up in there. Look at that. A little bug hotel. Everyone's getting ready to go to bed. These were the shears. Tragic story. Not much of a harvest, but that's okay. The plants have loved all this water. Good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna do a little bit of work in the garden. It's about 74 degrees, no, 74% humidity. So it's like being in a swimming pool. And Randall is helping me get my supplies over. We also having our deck built today, so we're seeing some progress there and we're super excited. Let me show you what we're gonna be doing today in the garden. It is Saturday, so I don't forget it's Saturday. And come along with us. Here's the garden this morning. I wanna work in this area too, but since it's shady, I think I might wait on that. The biggest things I need to do today are getting some mulch around my plants. I want to put some of that big mulch that I just bought there, and then also my husband delivered some of my cypress mulch that I bought. So down in here we never finished the garden pathways, just kind of left it to be what it is, and I want to put some mulch down in here. It'll really help us clean up this line. But here's what the garden's looking like this morning. It's doing good. My green beans are looking good. And those pepper plants are surviving now. Isn't that great? We had some good rain. I see some new leaves on that pepper plant, so that's good news. And the marigolds are gonna come up and help protect it. So that's a relief. And look, we have our first forget-me-not. It's not showing. But look, the first forget-me-not. It's hot. Welcome to the South. But we got a lot done. I did get the straw in. I'm looking at it, looks good. I got the mulch in that I wanted to get in, so it's a good feeling to get the work done. And this is definitely my workout. Some people go to the gym, some people walk up and down for 10,000 steps. I'm in my garden and it makes me feel so good. And even though I can hear, the air conditioners from our neighbors in my house, I can still hear the birds. And I have our hawk back here keeping me company, telling me all about what they're doing this morning. Probably like, get out of my spot. I need to go hunting. You see behind me where I did set up the poor little greenhouse. I'm not really sure how to use greenhouses in the summer. I know I need to figure out my broccoli, my cauliflower. I'm supposed to be putting it in trainers and you know, not trainers, but start planting it. I've never done that before. I am watching. Oh, do you hear them? I'm gonna have to put this on pause and come back. They're working over there on our deck. That's the sound of progress. I'll leave you with it and I'll come back. We'll talk more about the fall garden later. Also, don't forget to stay hydrated. It is just too hot to do that. We have a light breeze, but remember your water. Don't leave home without it. Make sure you bring it to your garden. So here's where we are right now, end of the morning, Saturday. I put in the rosemary. I moved it from over, you see right there, I moved it from underneath the arch. It wasn't doing much good over there. Also allowed to have more space for my pumpkins. You'll see that in a minute. I put in, oh my goodness, the name just escaped me. These leafy coleus, that's the name of it, coleus. I think it goes well and it'll look nice with that red coral bells. I love that. And then I have a pretty new flag. We repurposed it. I found the flag. I like that flag. I think it was on Lowe's on sale for like $6. It blows in the wind, so you never know where it's going to be. And here's where I have extended the garden bed just a little bit. Down here I've got some more coleus. I planted another, what are those called, lantana. I've got one there. Now I've got one here. And then there's another one down on the other side over here that has come back. I put it in last year and that'll work. I don't know that I'm going to keep that area this way. I'm like to just take it out and probably put a couple stepping stones going up to kind of make rows, maybe some planting rows. Is probably what I'll end up doing, and moving this over somewhere else. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out later. But this is my in progress section. My goal is to bring this around. Randall and I talked about this today. I'm gonna bring this all the way down and around. You can see where I've got some rocks. As we find rocks, we'll continue to do it. We've got our old mailbox. I'm gonna use it, but it'll just go straight up and down there to like right there. Randall wants me to stop it here, and I probably will, but he wants to drive in this area, which is fine, but I don't think he's going to need all of that area. So like the width of the mailbox is how I imagine it going down. We're coming back up to the front of the bed, and I put a couple mammoth sunflower seeds in here just because you never know. And over around in here I planted some more burpless cucumbers. I planted 4 on each area. We'll see if they grow. I definitely am not getting as many cucumbers as I wanted this year, but since it's my first year really growing a cucumber like successfully, then I'm not worried about it. Look what grew. This little sunflowers grew up in there. I love that. My tomatoes are starting to blush. These are called Jet Star, and I noticed down here I had some diseased leaves here and here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and snip them off and move them into the grass because we don't need those. And you can see, and this one's looking down. So I'll go ahead and take that one too. They say to give them some more air, but that's where I put the straw in. I think that's gonna be good. I could probably do that around all of them. But until they really look stressed, I'm not planning on doing that. Just let them grow. Probably could anchor this up a little bit better. I do know where there is one, so I'll go grab that one and put that one on there. Let's see. We got tomatoes splitting, so I need to go ahead and bring these in. I'll cut that off in a minute. We don't want them to split. That means they're overripe. Over here is where I've got the there's about 4 or 5 pumpkins that came in. Here they are. They're doing pretty good. A little heat stressed, but that's okay because I moved some of their protection, but I added some straw. And that eggplant is got another leaf, so that's good growth. I don't know, it's taking its time. Who knows if it likes it over here. There was also pepper over here, and let me show you where I moved it. So I moved it right there. Sorry for the quick, but I think it'll grow well in there. And I might add some more vegetables in there. Here's the cucumbers. You can follow them up. And I've had 1 cucumber off of here. And there's a lot trying, but look. We do have one coming. That'll be good. And then there's one little one next to it. Got bees doing their jobs. And this one looks like it's been pollinated. So hopefully we'll get some more cucumbers. I'm gonna end it right here. It's an incredibly hot day. I'm happy to be out in my garden. It does feel good. I just wish it wasn't so humid, but wouldn't that be called fall? So enjoy your summer, everybody. Enjoy what you have. And may you find the peace that you're looking for. And if you're ever looking for them and you need to know how I find it, I'm glad to help you. Just leave me a comment. Take care.